What's going on, y'all? It's your man Pristine back with another video. Welcome to the Pristine review for the OnePlus 6. Let's jump right in. Price and specs. Obviously, one of the most important specs is the price. The price for this one was $529. Okay. This is the 6 gig of RAM, 64 gig variant. There are different variants. You can get 128 gig, 8 gig of RAM variant for $579, and then you can get 256 gigs of storage, 8 gigs of RAM for $629. Now, I gotta say that the pricing for this device is just absolutely phenomenal, because even if you decide to go with the 256 gig, 8 gig of RAM variant, that's only $629. That's still less expensive than most of the flagships that are out there today. And this phone will completely beast mode a lot of those other flagships because the amount of RAM that it has. I mean, it's just, it's stupid. I mean, and so I don't need all that, considering how I use my device, which is why I just opted to get the 64 gig, 6 gig RAM variant. $529 even on OnePlus's website, and I'll definitely drop the link in the description if this is something that you guys want to rock with. Now, the specs: you got the Snapdragon 845 processor, 6 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of onboard storage. Now, there is no SD card slot for memory expansion, which is why these devices are being sold in different gigabyte packages. Okay, so be mindful of that when you're shopping for your OnePlus 6. Make sure that you get the size, storage-wise, that you need, because there is no SD card support for memory expansion. So yeah, all the latest specs in 2018 that you can expect is here in the OnePlus 6. Now, the build quality: we've got Corning Gorilla Glass 5 on the front and the back. And this phone is very beautifully crafted. And the only issue that I've got with this phone, well, I can't even say the phone's built, but I can't understand why the phone is glass on the front and back, but it is not wireless charge capable. I'm scratching my head on that, OnePlus. And not to be petty, I know that wireless charging isn't a big deal for a lot of people, but when you have a wireless charger and you have devices that have the capability, it is so much easier just to be able to just sit your phone down on a device and just let it charge. And so I've got the Samsung fast wireless charger, and although it may not be as fast as the Dash Charge, it still will be really convenient to place your phone on it while it's charging and do what you got to do. But nonetheless, I mean, the build quality is excellent, but again, it is glass, and so I don't care that it's Gorilla Glass 5. You know what I mean? You drop this bad boy from a long enough distance, and your Corning Gorilla Glass 5 is gonna look like Gorilla Glass 1. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be a shattered mess, baby. It's gonna be a shattered mess. So make sure you protect your investment. The phone comes already with a screen protector on it, which I peeled off because I just wasn't feeling it. I don't like how smudgy and stuff it gets, so I peeled it off. But it does come with the little case here in the box, which is definitely a plus on OnePlus's behalf. All right, now performance. I mean, do I really need to even comment on this? Performance, I mean, come on, man. Snapdragon 845 processor, 6 gigs of RAM. This phone is a doggone monster in the performance category. I mean, it's just a beast. I mean, Google Pixel 2, man, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Note 8, get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? S9 and S9 Plus, man, get up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? iPhone 10, man, get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? All them heavy hitters, man. Man, this phone is, come on, man. This phone is beasting phones easily. I mean, it just is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, there's no other way to slice it. You know what I'm saying? If you want the beast, get the OnePlus 6. Flat out. hands down. All right, this phone is murking the competition in the performance category. They all, and I'm not even saying that those other devices perform badly, but I'm just saying this phone is just it. There's no stutter, no lag whatsoever. This phone has been one of the most fluid experiences that I have ever had on any smartphone. Okay, OnePlus, they know exactly what they're doing, and this phone it's just a monster. You want a top performer with no stutters, no lag, no glitches, no nothing. You want to be able to run some of the most intense applications, play some of the most graphically and gameplay intense games with no stutter, no lag, no hiccups, no nothing. Man, look no further than the OnePlus 6, man. You know, that's just what it is. You know, there ain't no sugarcoating it. There ain't nothing. That's just what it is, man. This is the beast. This is the beast. I mean, to me, this is the phone that a lot of other phones are going to be comparing to when you're talking about their performance. You know what I mean? You know, it's like, okay, you're talking about a device and it's like, okay, well, yeah, it's got all the latest specs and everything, but how does it perform? Does it perform to the standard or as well as the OnePlus 6? Like, this device performs that good to where you can, you know, you can hold it in a very high regard comparing other devices to it. Not it to other devices. That's how buttery smooth the performance is on this device, man. It's just a monster. That's all I can say about it. All right. Now, the cameras. Woo. Lord have mercy. Woo, had to send it to you, baby. The cameras on this phone are pretty great. They are definitely amazing. Be sure to check out the dedicated camera video that I did for this phone titled OnePlus 6 / the camera. I just keep it nice and simple. That's all it is. OnePlus 6 / the camera. Check that out. Images. The camera has been much improved over the years. Much improved. Okay, and it's interesting because some of the cameras on some of these devices are so good. It's like, okay, you know that new iterations are going to come out as the years go on, and it's just kind of like, you know, how are they going to one-up this? Like, in my opinion, not to say that this camera's perfect, but for how I use it, and the images in which it's provided for me, and the video that it's provided for me, on point. Every time. Every time. Optical image stabilization, 2-time optical zoom, you know, all the features and functions that you can want pro mode. You know, you got manual controls for everything. Control your white balance, shutter speeds, you know, how you want things to look. You know, things are nice and crisp. Colors are nice and true to life. Not too much overexposure, not too much grain. You know, yeah, man. Yeah, the camera's going to do you right here in the OnePlus 6. But be sure to check out that video. OnePlus 6 / the camera. Battery life. Some people have said that since this phone has been updated a couple of times, and some people have said that this latest update that came a few days ago, that they've been experiencing their battery draining faster than what it normally did. Now, I haven't experienced that. All right, but it's not to say that that's not a problem going on with other people's OnePlus 6s, and so I expect that OnePlus will definitely push an update to rectify this particular issue before mass people are affected, if that's true what's going on. But it has been reported, but that hasn't been the case. For me, battery life has been stellar. 3,300 milliamp hour battery, non-removable, easily get through a full day. I'm a very moderate user, as I mentioned in a lot of my videos. And so, you know, battery life, I mean, that's just going to be solely dependent on how you use your device. If you're a download beast, if you're a gaming beast, if you're a web browsing beast, if you're a streaming beast, then, yeah, I mean, expect your battery to drain much faster. But for the moderate users, you know, I just make a call here and there, make a text message here and there. You know, I check my emails and stuff on my computers and tablets and all that kind of thing. So I don't be emailing, I optimize my battery. You know what I'm saying? I keep Bluetooth off. I keep Wi-Fi off. Sync is off. Auto sync. Location is off. You know what I'm saying? If you're not using those things, ladies and gentlemen, turn them off, because those will fry. And I mean fry your battery, baby. They will fry your battery. But if you keep those things off and you're a moderate user, that definitely expect to get through a day and a half, if not 2 days, on a single charge. And if you need to top up real quick, woo, man, I had to go old school Ric Flair, woo, you know what I'm saying? Dash charge got you covered. That has to be the most fast charging ever, in my personal opinion. Dash charge on the OnePlus 6 here. And it don't just stop with the OnePlus 6. I mean, this has been a thing with OnePlus, right? But it's just improved over the years. Man, if you need to top up real quick, don't worry about it. Just plug it in for like 10, 15 minutes. I didn't say 15, I said 15. You know what I'm saying? Plug it in for about 10, 15 minutes, and you're going to be good. Straight up. You go be good. All right? Tell them Pristine told you. Now, additional features. Okay? Some of the things that I love about the OnePlus 6 here is obviously the performance and just how everything performs buttery smooth. The cameras, of course. I like the fact that we've got a blazing fast fingerprint reader. You see that? Barely tap it. We've got facial recognition, and you just double tap. I like that double tap feature. And I like the fact that even though my face is in front of the camera here, it just reads my eyes. But let's pan up a little bit so I can display how quick the facial recognition is. And so we double tap, turn on the screen. Boom. Okay, I was holding it a little too far away. So let's do that again. Double tap to close it. All right, so you got double tap to wake and double tap to sleep. I like that. Double tap to wake. Hold up. Boom. Just like that. As soon as you open it, it reads your face. I like that. Right? Pan back down so we can focus on the device here. Another thing, I like the fact that when you tap the settings, how it gives you the option to change the color. Like this whole dark theme thing, man, I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of it. I'm not a dark person, but I like being in the dark. Like, I'm a very nocturnal person, right? I mean, you know, like me and Batman, like we gotta be some kin, you know what I'm saying, in some way, shape, or form, you know what I'm saying? I mean, because I like things dim. I don't like a lot of bright lights. You know what I'm saying? And so, I like the dark themes. And the OnePlus gives you the ability to just dark theme everything, right? I love that. Now, you go to my LG G7 here and click on the settings, and you see it's white. Now, just imagine if you can just change that black. Oh, man, that'd be dope, right? That'd be dope. Even on my Lenovo Z5 here, okay, when you hit settings, you know, it's just a white screen, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I mean, if I could change it dark, I would change it dark. You know what I mean? So just the customizability that the OnePlus gives you to just, you know, it's the small stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's the little things in life, baby. You know what I'm saying? It ain't always the most major things. It's the little things, right? But I like that. I like the fact that OnePlus gives you the ability to really truly customize this device, you know, how you want it. And I'm sure most people are a big fan of that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of reviews that I've seen when people were scanning through their settings, they had that dark mode enabled. You know. Now, when you go to the gestures, I'm a big fan of some of the gestures. Obviously, you know, double tap to wake, double tap to sleep, 3-finger fingerprint, or 3-finger screenshot, music controls. You know, you can draw with the finger to play or pause, increase the volume, little things like that. You do also have the ability on the OnePlus 6 to do away with the navigation bar right there and just use finger gestures like you would on the iPhone X. I just recently changed back to the capacitive keys here for the sake of the video. But you know what? Here, let me change back so you guys can, let me preview that for you guys. Hold on one second. All right, so if we click on buttons right there, and then you will see navigation bar and gestures. And why my camera is not focusing, I don't know, but okay. So here we've got fixed navigation bar, hide the navigation bar, or navigation gestures. And you can see the navigation gestures there. It's given a little tutorial. Recent apps, you hold up. Okay. Back, swipe up from either the right or left. And then landscape. Same as portrait, navigation gestures are still from the bottom of the device. So even if you're holding the device like this, you can just perform the gestures with your thumb rather than your finger if that's what you're using to navigate. Or, you know, when you're holding it this way, you can just do a lot of those gestures with your thumb as well. Okay, I like the fact that we've got we've got one-handed mode because, you know, this is a 6.2-inch display. You know, things could be kind of cumbersome while you're holding this device. One of my most important features that I love is the alert slider, okay, which is right here. Having the ability to just flick that little switch to vibrate or to silent, and then back down to either vibrate or to have sound. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a pretty clever idea. And I'm a huge fan of the alert slider. So those are some of my favorite aspects of the OnePlus 6. But there is a lot to love about this particular device. And so if you have this device, I am curious to know what you think of it and how has your experience been? Do you love it? Do you hate it? If you love it, why? If you hate it, why? I'd like to know. So be sure to drop your comments down below in the description box. My final thoughts of the OnePlus 6 here. Phenomenal device in every aspect possible. If you want a flagship killer device and not kill off your pocketbook, and you want the latest and greatest specs, you want a very comparable camera to a lot of these heavy hitters that get a lot of recognition, you want killer, beast mode, Marshawn Lynch type performance, hey man, you want a lot of features and customizable options, then look no further, ladies and gentlemen, than the OnePlus 6. This is for sure one of the best devices that has been released here in 2018. And there's been a lot of phones that have been released thus far, and there's got to be a lot more phones that are released as the year goes on before 2018 is all over and said and done with. But this device, ladies and gentlemen, is no joke. All right, I can recommend the OnePlus 6 to anybody. I will recommend this device to anybody. Okay, any of you that are out there looking for a really, really good smartphone. If the price isn't too high, because I understand $529 for some people may still be a little too expensive, and that's when you got to start thinking about, okay, well, what can you do in the budget, in the budget category? And you've got a lot of great options in the budget category as well. But I mean, $529, you got all the 2018 high-end flagship specs, performance, cameras, features, functions, Face ID, fingerprint sensors, fast charging. Man, 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. Wait, yep, it's there. It's there. I think the only thing that this phone is missing is an IP rating. Now, it is, what can I say? It's water repellent. Okay, it's water repellent, which still means you can get a little splash on it. You can drop a little, a little couple sprinkles on it. But you can definitely not submerge this device in any way, shape, or form. Okay? So the fact that there's no IP rating, that may be a deterrent for some. Not a big deal to me. And the fact that it's not wireless charge capable. If this phone was Qi enabled, oh man. I mean, it's still the phone to beat as is. But that would just make it even sweeter. So OnePlus, step your game up a little bit, man. You know what I'm saying? The next iteration, whether it be the 6T or the OnePlus 7, man, I ain't really tripping over an IP rating, but give us wireless charge, especially if the phone is going to be all glass again. You know what I mean? So that's all I got, ladies and gentlemen. If you like this video, you know what to do. Smash that thumbs up button. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to expose yourself to tons of more videos that I've done like this one. And definitely stay tuned because I got so much more videos coming like this one. Be sure to hit that notification bell so that you can be the first to view the content whenever I upload something. You won't miss a thing here at Pristine Mobile Tech as long as you hit that notification bell. And you can be the first person to question, comment, drop any questions or anything that you have on anything that you see here at Pristine Mobile Tech. All right? So you guys already know. What's next? Trademark, baby. What you didn't know? Come on, man. Keep it safe. Right? Get spiritually fit. It's 2018. We're living in the last days. A lot of senseless stuff going on in the world. A lot of craziness going on in the world. Mass shootings all over the place. All these senseless murders that are going on. It's just crazy, y'all. It really is, man. Make sure you guys hone in on what's really important in your lives, man. Because you can be here today and gone today. Just like that. Get Christ in your lives, man. Get spiritually fit and definitely stay pristine in every aspect of your lives. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Alright? This is the OnePlus 6. I'm your man Pristine, bringing you the content. We out. Peace.